A very good morning to you all. Big Budget here, 2 minutes of your time. Today we discuss an aspect that I feel a lot of young African change makers, mostly those in business and academic settings, may have come across. This is, however, a framework that I feel is applicable for all young leaders who may want to implement some type of change or implement whatever project they'd like to. This aspect or framework that we talk about here is what we call the SWOT analysis. Now, a lot of us may have heard this term SWOT analysis in theory back in school. However, I cannot reiterate enough the importance of applying the SWOT analysis, whether it's in your personal space, your career trajectory, or in your business setting, at least on a monthly basis. This will help you get a clear picture of where you are and where exactly you are going. As a young African leader, it's important for you to constantly SWOT yourself. So what are we talking about when we say SWOT analysis? This is simply an assessment of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Now, we will look from a personal rather than a business perspective. Firstly, the S. What are your strengths? What are those things that you feel you are naturally good at, or those traits that you feel come easily for you when it comes to accomplishing your objective or initiating this change? Secondly, the W, your weaknesses. Be honest with yourself and list down those things that you feel you're not very good at or that you may need to develop as you push on towards this quest. Then the O, your opportunities. What are those things when you look in your external environment that you might be able to exploit to your advantage? From a business setting, this may be a need that you've identified in the community, which you can then address. And lastly, T, your threats. What are those things that might be troublesome within your external environment, those things that may make it difficult for you to actually reach your goal? So it's a simple self-assessment of your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And you will notice that the S and W, the first two, seem to be things that are more intrinsic or internal characteristics within yourself. And then the O and the T, opportunities and threats, may involve you looking at the external environment and assessing those things that may be outside of your control. So what we need to do as young African leaders is cultivate that habit of swatting ourselves. From me, Big Budget, and the team, we wish you a productive day and implore you to remember at all times that you were born for so much more.